Okay, so I want to go now to Real Housewives of Atlanta star Candy Burris, who has a line of these devices. She joins us. Hi, Candy. Listen, thank you for joining us. And I not only do I want to introduce you, and this is the most intriguing part about having you tonight, we welcome your mom, Joyce, as well. There she is.
Yes.
Mom, how do those conversations go down? Please, my heart goes out to you, Mommy.
My mom and I, we've always had a very open relationship when it comes to talking about sex. And I think that most daughters and mothers should have that conversation so that, your daughters won't learn these things in the streets. She's going to learn them from her mom. And who's going to tell her best besides her mother?
Now, as I said, you've now designed, or you're involved in this business. Is there something that compelled you into it? Well, right? Am I right? That's correct?
Yes. I actually started off, I have an online talk show where we talk openly about sex and relationships. And from there, I kind of got an idea of the things that people like over the past 2 years. And so, I don't know, it just hit me one day. I was like, oh, I think I want to try to have my own toys. And it just started out as just an idea that I thought would be fun, and it's grown into something much bigger.
And Mom, you're cool with this?
Yes, I think it's a great idea because there's so many women, especially women my age, that don't have partners, and not that can, like she said, I don't think that can substitute having a partner, but it's so many things, it's so many, as one of your callers said, there are so many diseases that they have out there now. And especially for older women, if you would check the AIDS statistics, it's more between the ages of 30 and 50 than it is as much as it is for younger women, because older men don't feel like they should use condoms.
I swear to goodness.
So I feel like, so I feel like this is something that if you have an older man, if he's not able to really make things happen, well then he and his wife can enjoy, he can help his wife, because a woman feels the same at 30. 6 says she does at 30.
Well,
and I mean, her feelings don't go away.
No, they certainly don't, Joyce. They certainly don't. And I must say, I know Candy's laughing a little bit, but I could talk to you all day, Joyce. I could talk to you all day long. Candy, I'm not interested in you anymore. I'm going to talk to Joyce. But before I go on, though, let's take some calls. I mean, that's what I'm trying to, get connected with our viewers here through the phone. Here we go. Melanie in Florida. What do you got?
Hi, Dr. Drew.
Hi, Melanie.
Well, I'm single, and I think sex toys are great. My favorite is definitely the rabbit, which was made famous by a good episode of Sex and the City.
Right.
But kind of like what everyone is saying, I could be going out and having sex with a bunch of random guys, maybe getting pregnant, getting an STD, but this is just a much safer, healthier way.
Melanie, I got to say, I did not expect these dots to connect, but we were talking about teen pregnancy earlier, and you're making the case that perhaps, I'm not ready to make that case yet, but I appreciate your point, and I thank you for calling. Simone, do you have anything to say about this conversation so far?
Yeah, I really think that actually it would be quite useful if you're in your late teens to get a vibrator, because you're still having the, the hormones.
Now my callers are going to start calling in. They're going to be angry with you.
Well,
not my daughter.
Like that, because it's natural and it happens, and we all know that guys do it. Well, women, of course, have these wonderful physical feelings. Don't get me started on. May I say the word? I'm going to say the word.
Whoa.
Well, I personally feel like
Not so good.
you definitely... I feel like my feelings are that you should know your own body. So I think that, you should explore yourself and, kind of know what makes you, tick.
Exactly.
And so I just feel like, toys are a way, to be able to explore your body in a way that you can, find out things that you can share with your partner if you are in a relationship, or it just makes it better for you,
And Candy, has your line been successful?
Extremely.
Okay.
When I first decided to do bedroom candy, I just didn't know what the reaction was going to be, because I know sometimes, people have this idea of toys and try to make them seem dirty, which I never want women to feel like it's dirty to have a toy. So that's why we made a lot of products that, you know, are very discreet, that you probably wouldn't even know what it was if you walked up on it. And me being a single mom, you know, I don't want my daughter to walk in the room and just so happen to see it and know what it is. So I thought, you know, this would be a great way so that, you know, we can have these products, you know how to enjoy ourselves. And at the same time, you don't have to feel dirty about it. It still looks classy. It's clean. It's nothing bad about it.
Okay.
And I just wanted to take away that bad stigma that people give to toys.
All right, Diana from Florida, do you have a comment for us or a question?
Yeah, actually I do. I don't want to take away from the fact that you want to go ahead and as a woman be able to go ahead and please yourself. But I think we're losing the point of it all. What it comes down to is a woman, I mean, you're losing the point. Why won't you wait for a man? Why won't you wait for that man to please you? Quite honestly, I don't want anything that has anything to do with a warranty, to do with any part of my body.
Okay.
I would rather have a man please you. If you're sitting there and just pleasing yourself at home, you're taking away the point of actually having that relationship and that and an emotional relationship with a man.
We get it. You're talking about intimacy. You're talking about and losing intimacy.
Yes.
Candy wants to comment. Go ahead.
Yes, I want to comment because I think a lot of people think that we want to replace men with toys. That's not really the point. A lot of people don't even know that there are a lot of toys that, you know, benefit the relationship, that are toys that you can, you know, use when you're with your partner. So, you know, you can't use all toys by yourself. Some of them you actually need your partner to use the toys. And then a lot of women do not have orgasms from sex, unfortunately. So it's okay to have a little extra help in the bedroom. And there's nothing wrong with that.
And interestingly, Candy and Dr. Drew and I have spoken about this. Men can actually feel like the pressure is taken away from them by having a toy in the bedroom, and they enjoy using it as part of their sexual repertoire with their partner. So it can be part of the act, but I like what your caller said before. It's much better to be with a man rather than be just with something with batteries.
One last call quickly. Irma in California. Irma, go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, how can I persuade my boyfriend, like, to experiment with, you know, a vibrator or something, because he thinks I want to replace him, or I don't want him to get jealous.
Right. I'll tell you what, Irma, Simone is actually clinically trained in psychosexual therapy. I hear from men all the time that they feel threatened by these devices, so I'm going to have Simone answer that question, and then we're going to go out to break. Go ahead, Simone.
Use it as part of your sexual repertoire and make sure he is involved in pleasuring you. So you use it together, and often if a man sees how he can be in control of it and use that to pleasure you, he will be delighted, because the last thing we want is for our partners to feel threatened. And also the other thing, and I don't want to get too graphic here, but is look at the size as well. Don't get anything that could be too intimidating. Get something like Candy's products that are pretty and nice, and your guy can think, oh, this is girly, what